So how did you get the name?
Joker. Okay, so one of the homies said that I have a smile. When I smile like Joker, and so they just start calling me Joker, right? And that was a name that eventually, actually that was a name that just to keep it real with you, man. Cadillac Bob. I got that Cadillac Bob from Fire Deuce start calling me Joker. And it was just, I can remember, we were like at this function, and I just remember he was like, man, you look like the Joker from off Batman. It's Joker. And so I remember him and his brother. And then my little brother was also around. And so I took that name on Joker, even before I started claiming Eight Tray. At that time, I used to call myself a player. And and actually, you know, on 51st, it was a few of us who used to call ourselves players. And so we had these little, like those black Batman jackets. And then we got like the right letters on it. So I had Joker on my breast, and I had International Playboy on the back of the jacket. Yeah.
Okay, so in '79, when you was just a kid hanging out in the hood here, two major things happened. First, it was Tookie got arrested, and then Raymond got killed. Now I understand Tookie actually and Cody were pretty tight during the years. He gets arrested, I believe, February or March of '79. Did you ever get some good Tookie stories from Cody?
Let me say, so things like that in the neighborhood, those were things, a lot of the homies used to like imitate Took. They would say stuff that he did. Like one of the things I heard him say is, I'm Big Took. I'll whip you. I'll whip your mama. I'll whip your daddy. I'll whip you. I'm Big Took, right? So those were things that I recall him saying. And also, it was just a way of carrying yourself. It was just a way of carrying yourself. It was also a way of dressing. It was also being physically fit, right? I mean, I can tell you, like, we all had backyards with benches and weights in them, right? And yeah, so people would imitate Took, because he also would be like, I'm pretty, right? So it's interesting seeing where it is today compared to where it was then, because as a teenager and a youngster, it wasn't all about that for me. It was just about the excitement, you know, of being with other wild-ass teenagers who were dealing with their own traumas and grief, right? And environmental factors. And so it was just like a concoction of us, like, you know, when we got together, validating one another for how violent we can be. So for me, that's what it was about. It was about the excitement of being a part of a culture, of a crew that was really, it was just really exciting. You know, the foolishness that we were involved in, that was it was the validation. You see, I remember one of the first things, like getting involved in this activity. Of course, you have to demonstrate that that you worthy of hanging around. And I'm gonna tell you this: anybody couldn't just be from Eight Tray. I'm gonna tell you, I done seen all kind of people get, as they say, DP at the park, on the street, on the corner, anything. right? And of course, you got people that's going to try you. And of course, I had people who tried me. And of course, I had to defend myself. I'm going to share this with you. One of the ones, Opie, rest in peace. Me and Opie, like coming along, Opie swore up and down that I was a Brim. Opie also was one of the ones that was there when I got put on. And so Opie, along with the other homies who put me on, like I ended up getting like 2 black eyes. So fighting back is fighting back. But, you know, getting hands put on you is getting hands put on you. So I will tell you this. I was able to get like 2 of the people, two of the homies who put hands on me, I was able to get them back. And you know what? It was the oldest homies, it was the older homies instigating it. And I can remember being over Cody's house, and Opie was there. And Cody instigated that. So we had a chance to go one-on-one. And so, but Opie's, rest in peace, he's no longer here, so I'm not gonna speak on the outcome of that. But Opie is definitely someone that we was able to resolve the issues we had when I first started coming around the neighborhood. Another one was Lil GC. I can remember we were going to a party in the 90s. And back in the day, we used to do a whole lot of walking. And as we're walking through the neighborhood, you would see different homies on different corners, hitting different blocks. And you'll meet up, and then you'll continue walking. And I can recall I'm walking with it was about 8 or 9 of us, and we walking down 89th Street, right off of Normandy. And Lil GC, one of the ones who put hands on me when I got put on, he's talking shit behind me, right? And the homeboy Crazy D, he say, "Hey Joker," he say, you don't gotta put up with that." I say, "I don't?" He go, "No." As soon as he said that, I turned around, put hands on Lil GC. Lil GC had this leather jacket on. I was lighting that leather jacket up, man. But it's interesting though, you know what I mean, to go back in those times. And it just goes to show you, like, when it came to being revenge, not wanting to be victimized, like that was my narrative. Like I didn't want to be the victim. So, and so what that means, for me, being involved in violent activities, that was nothing. I mean, for me, because what that did was it validated my peers. And I would be like, "Oh, you thought that was something? Wait until you see this." So, you know, they'd be like, did you see what Joker did? So that was that validation, right? And so that ended up evolving into a reputation. Because not only did I do that, I used to like do a whole lot of like what they call tagging now. I used to write on the walls all the time. You know what I mean? I used to, my name, the set, and then I used to cross out, you know, who our rivals were. You know what I'm saying?